It's difficult anytime we lose someone we love, but meet a group of friends who is turning their loss into a living legacy. This concert is much more than music. It's a celebration of the love and life of their friend and former drummer, Jeff Nola, a Catholic high graduate who returned to his alma mater to teach, guide, and mentor students until cancer took his life.
I met Jeff in second grade. He was my best friend. So second grade until he passed, he was my guy.
I started playing trumpet in the 4th grade. He started playing drums in the 4th grade. And we played in the marching band in high school and at LSU. Yeah, we kind of went through that coming of age together. What I noticed about it was funny. In high school, the band, it's a bunch of nerds. But when you get to college, especially at LSU, is that in college, all of a sudden people go from, oh, you're in the band to, you're in the band, right? And so you get a lot of nerds that all of a sudden have really big heads. That was not something I had to worry about with Jeff. He was a very humble guy.
Jeff's career was a concert of passions.
He taught English, he taught religion, and he was the band moderator too. And all of those things were very important to Jeff.
His role as student minister, head of student ministry at Catholic High, he really helped take that on, where those guys who were struggling, those guys who might not find their place, could always go to Jeff and talk. And he was always there to listen. He never had any preconceived, no judgment, just there being a guy to help them and got them on their spiritual path. And that was what his passion was.
Taking students on mission trips was a passion too.
He was the guy that was in the place he needed to be, teaching kids, bringing them along. He was the kind of guy that you wanted your children to meet.
Jeff's dad, Mike Nola, says it was on a student mission trip that Jeff was diagnosed with cancer.
He was up in the foothills of Kentucky, up at a little ranch with, I think he had 10 or 12 kids from Catholic. He'd driven a bus up. And he said, I just don't feel good. And so I said, try to get yourself into an outpatient clinic or something. And he goes in, call me back later. He called me about 3 hours later, and he said, they telling me I'm heavy internal bleeding. The next morning, they found out he had a stomach cancer. It was supposedly a treatable cancer. It was called Burkitt's lymphoma. Normally attacks kids, very aggressive.
Months of chemo knocked it into remission, but not for long.
He started having some issues with his legs, and he was paralyzed. It got in his spine at the end.
I think that's what cancer does, right? It just lands on people for no reason at all.
All during his treatment, all during his thing, he said, Dad, I'm at peace with whatever happens. And I said, wow. And he said, no, I'm fine.
I've never met anybody who faced that as well as he did.
It's a state I think we all hope we'll get into in life, where we're at peace with ourselves, peace with the Lord, and we're ready.
He was married in 2010, and he died on his anniversary a year later. So yeah, it was really terrible.
Just hours after his funeral, Jeff's friends and fellow band members decided to put on a fundraising concert the following year to honor Jeff's passions. Andrew spearheaded the Barefoot Pedals Foundation.
We offer scholarships for people in student ministry and people in band. Rising juniors who are going in their senior year. First year we did Catholic High. Third year we actually opened it up to St. Joseph's Academy and St. Michael's. So we give 6 $1,000 scholarships every year. And with the support of everybody, we've been able to do some other amazing things. We're able to give over $10,000 to flood victims to provide mattresses for those guys. We were able to donate some sousaphones to the Struma High School marching band. We were able to give some money to the Terra marching band to allow them to have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity going to Normandy and performing in front of the French citizenry. So we've done some good things, and it's all because of the great guy that Jeff was.
So it really gives a connection to who Jeff was and what he thought was important.
In death, as in life, Jeff's beat goes on.
In that drum beat, we try to extend his legacy because he gave us a great beat to follow. And he's never the front man, but the band's not working without a good beat. And he provided that. And he gave us the beat, and we're following, and we're trying to bring it forward.
The beat goes on again next July at the Varsity.